they feasted at Magnolia Table, they've ridden the boats down to Brazos, and now they're ready for their Baylor Bears to go to work here inside McLean Stadium in Waco, Texas. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Baylor Bears offense takes the field. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. From the gun, the ground game. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Nice run there on first down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Dropping back, it's Pedrino. Looking deep down the right side. And the pass is intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
To the ground with the back. Makes a man miss. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
It seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. When you talk about the next game on the schedule, they're always looking forward to this one.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Horned Frogs are marching down the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The Horned Frogs will have it 1st and 10. They'll leave it with the lone back. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Skips away from pressure. Get the touchdown, get the first down, or just get down. And the quarterback does. And the Horned Frogs will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
To throw, it's Pedrino. It's complete to the left. At the 45 on its way. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on first down. Fires one high and deep. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. The give out of the gun. Plows through the defense. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point. But finally, David, the offense breaks through, and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back. And
ball in the air, intercepted. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Red pass, it's complete. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
The Horned Frogs will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Comes out throwing on first down. It's complete on the right side. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up. He wants to throw. He finds his man. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after you catch it.
Oh, it's loose. The defense all over that loose ball, and now they're bringing it back.
Now, this is a receiving group that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure after he makes the catch. That's a costly giveaway.
Hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Let's go! They want to just keep throwing it. He's got his man. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give him a first down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Oh, he makes the catch. They get him down after he makes the catch. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to pass, it's Pedrino. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass.
7, TCU, 0.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. It's caught downfield. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
Fires to the big fella. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Looking at a 2nd and short now. Snap in the shotgun. Quarterback extends the play. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Looking for his man. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He'll pull it down and run. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air, it's Pedrino. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Touchdown Bears! What a grab and go for the score. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. If you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are on what's likely the final play of the half. These corners going to give these receivers some space. That should be the final play of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Bears will kick it off to start the second half. And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires the pass, intercepted. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
And it's frustrating because you go into half and the coaches tell you what they want to accomplish. Listen, we've seen this the whole first half. This is what they're doing. Not a good job coming out. First drive, trying to get some momentum created. Turn it over to the other team. Give them a good field position now, too. Not the ideal start.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation.
Touchdown, Baylor! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Across the 25, he's got room. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Right back to the well. Still running at the 40. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Shut down and shut out in the first half, but finally this offense trying to put something together. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Finds his tight end.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
And here comes play number 6 of the drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Pound it, pound it, pound it. I might not have that pretty run-pass ratio of 50-50, but if I can run the football like this consistently, if you're not going to do anything about it, you want to be a great offensive coordinator, keep calling the run.
Working his way and keeping those legs moving, picks up 5 down to the 14. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The RPO, fire complete to the left. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. With the run on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On 2nd and goal, they give it to him again. See if he's got a nose for the goal line. They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in the backfield.
He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone. A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. They'll try the left side. Steamrolls his way ahead. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football and try to ice the game, being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
At midfield, he's got room. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Did a speed bump on that last play. Now work to do on 2nd and 15. Quick handoff. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They'll leave it with him. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like, when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
The rankings, the odds makers, everything indicated that these guys had a big hill to climb. But they climbed it, they got to the top, and they get a landmark win.
And we know coaching staffs always do a great job trying to motivate their own guys and get them ready to play a ranked opponent. But David, to me, it looked like this team just wanted it more. They came out, they were the more physical team, and they did what they had to do at the end of the day to get this win.
Yeah, and how do you gain respect? You want respect, you talk about our team's a really good team. You want to build on that? You beat good teams. That's what you do. You beat ranked teams that people think a lot of. This team pulls off the ranked upset, and guess what? Now what happens? You start to maybe find your team in the ranked spot.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.